Kanye expanded on his plan to open his own retail store after breaking away from Gap, and he wants to get into affordable accessories and clothing. He either talked about giving away free clothes. And I heard he say that he don't read books. It's like eating Brussels sprouts from him, and I'll speak on that a little bit, I guess. But that's good. He said he wanted sunglasses to be $20, his clothes to be around $20. Sound like he wanted to be a 20 and under type of store, you know. But inflation, that kind of make it hard. 5 and below went 5 and below, and then it went 5 and a little high. So obviously he could talk about what he want to do, but he know what he doing. He know what the projection is, you know, and I can respect that and I can support that. Been very critical of some of the ways that he been attacking some of these things like wearing the red hat and all that type of stuff. And maybe that's his way of kicking down the door. And some people said, you know, he could be infiltrating to work from in the inside. So, you know, some people felt like you give him benefit of the doubt. A lot of the brothers to be so quick to jump down his throat. But he did say slavery is a choice. But you know what? I like the idea of him coming out with affordable clothes. Remember, we used to have, what was it called? The little store, Barney's and that was some shit. The little store that sold all like the little college stuff. Ah, man, it been so long. Berries and something, or whatever it was. I swear, old people cannot drive, bro. They don't even know they should have a free lift system for seniors. It's funded by the damn government. You pay so much in Social Security and shit, but yeah, I forget the name of that store, but it went out of business, man. It was a nice little store too, you know. So all them type of stores kind of gone. I mean, and even the Salvation Armies and the thrift stores starting to kind of disappear at a rapid rate. You know, and you know, some of my favorite local stores are starting to you know, disappear because they can't afford to stick around. So, I mean, you know, inflation is definitely a real thing. It's just not kicking the working man. It's kicking the smaller business ass. You know, and they be the first to crack down on smaller businesses. You know, for whatever reason it could be. You know, little tax infraction, little, you know, money, report less money, whatever infraction or whatever it is. They be the first to kind of crack down on the small businesses and stuff. But I like the idea, bro, and I'll support that. And he also talked a bit about giving free clothes away. I don't know if he's gonna work with inner city schools, because I know at one point in Detroit, you know, inner city schools, if you was low income, you got free lunch, you got a free bus pass, and you was entitled to some programs. Now some of the programs, they was hiding from the parents. It was kind of like hidden programs and stuff from the parents that was entitled to free top tier tutoring and stuff. So that's why, you know, when he say reading, it's like eating Brussels sprouts from him, it better be like eating motherfucking lobster and fucking steak for him. Cause all the best things, all the things are history, secret programs like that are all in the book. It's all in the laws. You know what I'm saying? And you know, reading is very, very, very critical. It's very critical, bro. That's kind of where he could probably find some free game there. You know, but I love the idea of him talking about what he plan to do with his own stores. You know, instead of charging these kids $400 for some slides, you know. But that's kind of how black people measure success. You know, by nigga shit. I hate to say that, but that's what it is. Ignorant shit. You know, that's what I mean when I say that. Car. I was dating this girl. She didn't want to date me no more because of my car. And then, a car ain't shit. A lot of niggas riding around in Chargers, Challengers, Hellcats, Benzes. You know what I'm saying? At the tow truck looking for that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's renting stuff and don't got a car. You don't measure no dude by a car. You know what I'm saying? They got these cars and living in their mama basement. You know, and that's why they tell you that's why they tell you to focus on you as a man, because that's the only way you gonna get it right. When you start fucking with a girl and all that type of stuff, they want to drain your money and all that. You know, that's why you gotta, you know, get right, get yourself right. You know, but I love the idea. and he put it in motion, I support it. Because them stores gone. We used to live off them type of stores for the most part. You know? Them stores was literally everywhere. Nice, affordable clothing. And now they coming out with the same shoe and they charge you 100 or 200%. Shit, either somewhere in 1,000% markups on resales. When you bought the Penny Hardaways when they first came out, they was $780, $80. Now they going for $220, $260. When you bought them Jordans when they first came out, about $90, $110. Now they going for $220, $300, and they not even as good as a material as it was these cars. Average car makes $7,000 to make before inflation. All this has already become prefab. They're not fabricating in the shops no more. It's not the same quality. But they marking everything up and the quality is shitty. Same thing with clothes. If I start selling t-shirts just in, at $20 a pop, I'm buying them, I'm getting them done for $5 a pop. It's a $15 profit on every shirt I sell. So imagine what they doing. They might have 100 of these shirts and the suggested retail is 60, but you know what? Sears or, whatever, Foot Locker got to get there, so it's going to be 110 before taxes. So they going to make 50 off rip. Out of what? Another 16 or 20% on sales tax, the state going to get theirs. And you done made your shirts really cost $10 to make. You done marked them up 6 times the value. And that's why I be telling myself, it's money out here, bro. People want people to do shit. That's why trades is so critical. Because with a trade, you can work your regular 40, and on the side, you can make triple that. Really, you can just tell them what they make. That's why barbers is so out cold. You just tell the government what you make. It's cash transactions. They try to start taxing the cash apps and all that. All the barbers had to do is say, fuck that. We going right back to cash. Brilliant. 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 But I love the idea of that. It's something that they're not doing no more. I'm looking at the calls. Mark up high as hell. All the shit they marking up and the material ain't no better. The craftsmanship ain't no better than it was 20 years ago. All they doing is remaking the shit that they wore, remaking the shit that our fathers wore, sometimes remaking the shit that grandfathers wore, but with worse fucking quality. That's all it is. So I support that, and he find a way to give away free clothes to whoever he choose to give them to. If it's kids, if it's toddlers, if it's going through an inner city program, to give it to the kids that need it the most. If it coming out with YZY uniform clothes, if it coming out with cool YZY clothes, I'm with it. Instead of, trend everywhere, marking up all this shit with these parents, these black parents stuck in the mindset that your kids gotta look nice and them motherfuckers can't even read. Can't even add. I had to check somebody I was talking to one day. Told me, my kid gotta be the flyest. I'm like, man, your kid, fuck that. Your kid gotta be the smartest, the brightest. Black people mindset so fucked up. They put all this money into, prom, and put all this money into homecomings. They put all this money into Sweet 16. But how many of these parents are putting an effort into knowing what the grades is, knowing what the programs is, building a college portfolio, going to college workshops and how to fill out for scholarships? All this shit is free information. That's why I say reading is fundamental. Your average guidance counselor is just as shitty as your average teacher nowadays, if not worse. I had a terrible guidance counselor. Mailed my transcription to a school she wanted me to go to, not the one I wanted to go to. It was hell. It was hell. They don't give a hell neither. That's why you gotta read and find out this shit for yourself. Just like they tell you, HR work to protect the job interests, not to protect your interests. Unless y'all really on some cool shit, or you dicking her down, or whatever else you want. That's it. It's to protect the job's interests. The counselor gonna protect the school interests. Same thing. You have to read to know this shit, man. But that's all I got to say, man. We head up in here, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the love, support. Check out the current news, music, entertainment playlist. Shout out to Ye. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop a video. And then you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Hit the link tree. It's the first link in the description. Find me everywhere. Peace.